I know. I'm just as excited as you are. I'm doing another video about glue. So if you saw one of my last videos, I tested a theory that had been repeatedly posted in the comments, and that was with wood blocks and to test to see if a clamp would make glue stronger. Spoiler alert, it did, and I was a skeptic and I didn't think that it was gonna work. So in today's video, what I'm going to test is another thing that I've heard throughout my entire life, is that if you're using like JB Weld or some type of an epoxy on metal, that you're supposed to sand it down and rough up the surface before you glue it together because it's supposed to make it stronger. Now, again, I'm kind of a skeptic. I don't believe that it's going to make a huge difference, but I'm probably going to make a fool out of myself and be completely wrong again. But that's why I'm making the video. So let's get started. So here's the materials that we're going to be using. Nothing crazy, just some sandpaper, some 80 grit metal cubes. I'm going to be using JB Weld and Gorilla Weld, 4 cubes for each one. One is going to be unsanded and one is going to be sanded for each epoxy. So that way it's a fair test between both of them. And I just have this piece of cardboard to mix up the epoxy on. I have 2 popsicle sticks. Let's get started. Alright guys, as you can see, we have all 4 of them glued up. Now the only thing left to do is to wait 24 hours and then we can test them. Alright guys, it has been 24 hours since our blocks have been drying. And you guys know how this test works. We have the crane scale, we have the weights. We're going to be testing both of the unsanded blocks first. And the first one that's going to be tested is the Gorilla Weld. Alright, here we go. Got 161 pounds. And now this is the Gorilla Weld that has been sanded down. So if everything holds true, then it should hold more than 161 pounds. Well, that's all of it. Well, it didn't break. It held all 352 pounds.
I don't believe that it's going to make a huge difference.
So I guess so far it's true. All right, so it made a difference on our Gorilla Weld. Next up is our JB Weld that is unsanded. Okay. That only held 60 pounds being unsanded. All right, now let's see if everything stays the same. This is the JB Weld that has been sanded. So if it stays as strong as Gorilla Weld, it should hold about double. quite double, but it was stronger. 99 pounds. So, what did we learn? Well, there was two things that we learned. Was that I was wrong again, and that sanding metal down before you glue it does make it stronger, which I didn't really expect it to make it on average about twice as strong. But what really surprised me is the second thing that I learned is that Gorilla Weld is much stronger than JB Weld, which I would have never thought. I always kind of in my head pictured Gorilla Weld being like the cheap knockoff version of JB Weld, and that JB Weld was going to be significantly stronger, but I was wrong again. So I think what we're learning is that everything that I believe is wrong. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.